Hello, it's Rob here from robcurban.com, and I'd like to take you through some logo design rules. Now remember, rules are made to be broken, so don't take these too literally. Now remember, logos need to work well when they're very, very small visually and when they're very, very big. So they need to be easy to recognize. In order to be easy to recognize, you've got to keep it simple. So logos need to be simple. So remember to keep it iconic, versatile, and minimal. Sometimes it's better to take away than it is to add. In fact, the perfect logo is where nothing should be taken away from it and nothing should ever be added to it. So keep it simple. Keep it relevant as well. So choose the colors, the font, and the general look and feel of the logo to reflect the company, the brand, the audience, the customers of the client you're working for. So look at this Toys R Us logo. The colours and the look and feel and the fonts are all in keeping with the brand. Of course, it's a toy retailer, and so that looks like a logo of a toy retailer. Have a look at this. This is, of course, a very serious corporate brand. Microsoft, with the sans serif font of the word Microsoft, is very serious, it's very corporate. The colours chosen are very corporate, and the squares, the way they are stacked there in a grid shape, is a very safe look for what is a huge, important, large organisation. But it needs to be distinctive as well. Usually there has to be just one thing or one hook that will draw you into the logo. Look at the logo from Nike. There is the swoosh or check or tick mark. Call it what you will, but if you take that away from the logo, all you have is a very boring sans serif italic capital letters of the word Nike. You take away the swoosh and the logo wouldn't be distinctive. There is the one thing that hooks you into the logo. Here's another couple of examples. The one thing that hooks you into the logo. With the del on the left, it's the E that's on a diagonal. You shift that E to be the same as the other letters, and it's not even a logo, it's just a word typed out in very boring sans serif capitals. Same with Walmart. All you've got there is one thing. It's the star between the two syllables of the word. There has to be one thing to hook you in. It might not be immediately apparent. Here is FedEx, the logo. It's actually a very nice logo because the sans serif fonts are nicely bunched together. There's no space between the D and the E, and all the letters are sort of kissing each other very tightly. But there is also another thing in this logo that hooks you in, and that is the negative space of the arrow between the E and the X. As you can see, I've put it in grey there. There is an arrow there, which, as Federal Express or FedEx is a carrying company, it gives the feeling of motion there. So there has to be one thing to hook you in and make the logo distinctive in some way. Logos have to be evergreen as well. Make sure you create a logo that doesn't go out of style. Don't follow the latest design trends. Now, it's very, very tempting because you might think that a client would like something that looks very current. Well, don't do that, because then the logo will look very out of date only next year, and that's not what you're being paid for. So try to use classic fonts or adapt classic old fonts. Here, the Underground logo from London Underground has been in that font for many, many years. Coca-Cola use classic typography, classic fonts, and they last for years and years, and that is the sign of a great iconic logo. So here are my design rules. They are by no means set in stone or prescriptive. I'm not saying you should always follow these rules, but in general, you should try and keep a logo simple, relevant, distinctive, and evergreen. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video. A little bit about design rules for logos. My name's Rob from robcurban.com. I'll see you in the next video.